The live video is starting.
Oh, my hair's a mess. I should have done something with it.
That's all right. Well, happy Saturday, everybody. It's August. It's
24th.
I was going to say, and it's like warmish. Is it humid again?
I don't know.
It wasn't too bad. Yeah, it wasn't too bad when we got here this morning. So I hope everybody's having a wonderful Saturday, enjoying the sunshine, beautiful clouds, or whatever it is you're doing, cutting grass, getting ready for the fall. It's a beautiful day.
It is a beautiful day. It's very, very sunny.
Yes. So welcome to HLC Saturday Solutions, where we meet you every week around 2-ish on Saturday. That's right. I said ish. I'm an ish girl. I get there sometimes early, sometimes a little late, but always within 15 minutes either way. Usually.
Probably 90%.
90% of the time.
Sometimes we just forget. And then at 2:40, we remember.
Yeah, only once did we have that happen. Because we had a family thing. All right. So anywho, so we usually come to you happily, joyfully, and we basically talk about the business we have, which is HLC Bookkeeping and Office Solutions. And it's based on 3 principles: where you live, work, and worship, hospitality, organization, and professionalism. We're QuickBooks Pro advisors, so we kind of use that as our foundation base for all the little things that we're going to talk about that week. And if it's relevant to our business owners, friends, and family, we try to pass on the knowledge. We don't like to keep knowledge. We like to pass it on and have people make their own informed decisions. So that's kind of what we do here on Saturdays. We enjoy it. We enjoy interacting with our people. You can always leave us comments with ideas, things you would like to hear us talk about, because we take suggestions. Glad to do it. We want to be as relevant as possible to your needs. So there you go.
That was very, very nice.
That was very nice. Thank you.
Okay.
That was off the cuff.
I tell you. Mm-hmm. All right. Did you give our contact information?
Nope, that's what you do.
Okay. So to reach us by phone, 724-561-7460, or office at yourhlc.com, or
www.hlcbookkeeping.com.
All right. So let's recap last week.
Okay.
Last week, we talked about the tax deadlines, either 9/15 or 10/15, depending how you're organized. We talked about fall cleanup, and our focus was on closets. We talked about being overwhelmed and what you need to do to help with that. And then our QuickBooks Quick Tips was voiding paychecks in QuickBooks Online and desktop, because they're very specific how you have to do that.
Right. How you go about it.
Right.
There's order. That's people.
Right. And if you do it wrong, it'll mess up your taxes. So if you're unsure, please call us. Don't do it.
Exactly. We're just a phone call away, text away, whatever. Try to answer your questions as quickly as possible.
That's right.
All right. Go ahead.
All right. So our topics today, which the first one's very exciting. We finally have an update regarding the ERC that we help many of our clients receive.
Yep. And to review, the ERC stands for Employee Retention Credit. It was a program open to business owners who had kept their businesses going throughout the pandemic by paying their employees, and it was a rebate basically on taxes that you had paid and were eligible for. So they had a program. It was a very detailed program. It was an excellent program. You had to make sure you qualified and then submit 941Xs, and then you were on the list to get your employee retention credit back. Then last year in the fall, the IRS put a moratorium on processing. So even if you had it to the IRS, they were like, nope, not looking at it. And then there was angst and chaos, I guess. The House passed a bill that would have stopped the ERC program, but the Senate did not. Thank you. And so basically there were lawsuits because the program was stopped
passed.
and
IRS did
correct and didn't have the authority as an entity of the government to surpass law. So now there were lawsuits and there were what do you call it? Pressure put on
constituents calling their senators, which was good.
Right.
I had all my people calling.
Correct. So
because this was a good program.
Mm-hmm.
Like the government finally came up with a good program.
It helped business owners.
It helped them stay in business.
Worked hard to keep their people employed during the pandemic. So
that's right.
We're very happy to give you this news.
Start processing. So thank you. We're very excited about that.
Yes. So persevere, peeps.
That's
Don't
right.
give up. Let it keep going.
Let the process happen.
Correct. And like if you went through us, we worked with 2 other companies that helped us do those things for you. So if you get a letter from the IRS, we're being told make sure you go through the same companies that processed your information to answer the questions. You don't want to be kicked out of the IRS system for fraud because they think you're doing it twice. So just make sure you follow the rules. And if the IRS sends you a letter, people, you have to answer that letter within 30 days. Yes. Like that's, even though we've been waiting since fall, we're getting 30 days to respond to any questions, comments, or concerns posed by the IRS. So please, please, please pay attention to your mail. Don't just throw stuff in a drawer. You want to make sure that you're following through. So overall, it's good news. We've notified our people who were still kind of in that limbo, waiting to hear. So if we did have a very good question back and we're kind of waiting to find out, because if they didn't kill the program, is the program still eligible? And we're waiting for direction on that. So if you haven't filed for your ERC, there may be opportunity in the future, but we do not know that for sure yet. So as soon as we know, you will know. Right?
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So this was good. Our fall cleanup, we're focusing today on the kitchen.
Ooh.
So, because the kitchen, I know, gives me a lot of angst. So,
why does the kitchen give
I don't know, it just does. So, empty and clean the pantry. Wipe down those, shelves and all that for whatever fell behind it. Make, this I thought was good.
What?
Because I'm like, well, it's sort of early, but this is smart. Make a list of the holiday baking supplies that you will need.
Oh,
because those are like once a year items, maybe peppermints you put in stuff.
Oh, I make cracker candy.
Cracker candy.
I definitely need that for that. We all love that.
That's right. That's right. So start making your list. And remember, if you participate in like cookie exchange, you need little containers.
Yep.
And sometimes in the pantry are all your prior year's containers. You bought a set of 12, but there's only 10 participants. So you have a hodgepodge. Well, let this be the year it's a miscellaneous theme. Get rid of them. Yep. So, so I thought that was a good idea because it's true. You blink and Christmas is here.
Correct.
So, I thought that was good. Clean the oven and vent hood.
Okay.
Clean the refrigerator and freezer. We're big fans of Arm & Hammer, keeping that in there. Keep
for the odor
down. Yep. Discard expired and unusable food. I do that quarterly because it's amazing how things
get pushed to the back.
Yep. Inspect and clean small appliances. Which I thought that was good because sometimes
people, unplug them first.
Yes, unplug first, please. Because Yes. No one needs burnt or electrocuted. Our nephew Kenneth said.
That's exactly right. So
Yes.
just make sure when you're cleaning electronics, you unplug them first.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that's it. So just look around. And also, this could be the time, you know what?
You get rid of all those Tupperwares you don't use.
Right. The Tupperwares you don't
Yeah.
use. Even the appliances.
Yeah.
Because, like, we have a mixer and a Vitamix. Why?
Yeah. Just get rid of them.
Vitamix is the way to go.
Donate one to somebody who needs it.
Yes. Yes.
Dina just gave one of her
Yeah, to a
blender
returning college
things to a
student.
college student from
Thrilled.
our church. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's excited.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right. So, like, these are opportunities for giving.
Yeah. Opportunities for giving. I like that.
That's right. That's right. So just focus on, and what I like to do, because, you know, I am who I am.
You are who you
I
are.
like to take back 6 feet at a time. So, like, I literally will put, like, a wooden spoon and say, here's my focus for today.
Yep.
And it's like, that's all I focus on.
Yep.
Because it can get overwhelming when you look at the whole space.
It does.
So
it
chop
definitely
it up
does.
and make it doable.
Mhm.
Because the point is to move forward, period. Whether it's in big bursts or little bursts, just keep moving forward.
Exactly.
All right. So then the next thing I thought we'd talk about was we were talking this morning about fruits of the Spirit.
We were talking about fruits of the Spirit, and there was a song from Bible school that we would sing, and I knew them, and I've forgotten the song, hence I forgot the fruits of the Spirit. So this is one of those things where sometimes I remember the 12 disciples from the song
Right.
that I was taught in junior choir. So I always know the name of the 12 disciples. For whatever reason, that song didn't stick. So, like, there's little things you can do to help them stick. You can come up with a poem.
Right.
You can have them in your office to help you remember, because they're important. Let's talk about what they are.
All right. So the first one is love.
Of course.
Some translations is charity.
Mm-hmm.
Joy, very important.
Yep.
Peace.
Mm-hmm.
Patience.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm lacking. I've got to work on that.
That is a fruit that has fallen off my tree.
Some translations also call it forbearance.
Ooh,
Which I sort of
that's an old-fashioned
I know.
word, isn't it?
I want to look up the root word and all that.
Yeah, forbearance.
Yeah, but it's
Okay.
patience.
Yep.
Kindness,
Mm-hmm.
because it costs nothing to be
Yep.
kind.
Yep.
Nothing.
Yep.
Goodness,
Mm-hmm.
faithfulness,
Mm-hmm.
gentleness,
Yep.
and self-control.
Yep.
So
That was that guy on TikTok. I like
What?
that guy. Where he's a big burly guy. Definitely manly, very masculine or whatever. And he said about how men should be power under control.
oh, I like that.
And I thought that was the sexiest thing I ever heard. I'm like, that's pretty awesome. So, like, yes,
Just
power
'cause you
under
can
control.
doesn't
Mhm.
mean you do.
Correct.
It means
Yeah.
it's available to you. It's a tool.
Exactly. Exactly.
All right.
Mhm.
So what are fruits of the Spirit? These are items you receive when you're living in accord with the Holy Spirit. It's as simple as that.
Yep.
So what I like to do is look at my life. Do I see that?
Mhm.
Because if I see these things, then that helps me check myself that
Yeah.
I'm going where I should be.
Yes.
Now, I know I have work to do
Yes, I do too.
because I do get impatient.
Ever so slightly with technology.
Yeah, and I lose my self-control
Totally.
when my computer doesn't do what I want it to
yes.
do.
Yes.
And it's usually, I'll be honest, not the computer. It's usually me.
Yeah.
So, but it's easier to yell at it.
Yes. Yes, it is.
But that's not showing self-control.
No, it's
So
not.
these are little things I have to work on.
Yeah. And this is where you have to be brutally honest with yourself.
Yes.
And if you can't, find a family member. They will gladly
be brutally
honest with you. So, just saying. Good friends and family, they'll tell you like it is.
That's right.
They love you.
You need truth tellers
They'll tell
in
you
your
like
life.
it is. Yeah.
That's right.
Absolutely.
That's right. And then for our QuickBooks Quick Tips, I had 2 clients tell me that I've changed their life. And I was like, oh,
what did I do?
People said the same thing. You showed me how to find things quickly in my QuickBooks. Because as we know, in QuickBooks Desktop, if you go to Edit Find, you can look things up by amount.
Check number,
all that.
Invoice number.
It's
If you
really
know
quick.
Anything about it,
About what you're looking for.
A reference number, an invoice number, a check number, I don't even know. There's so many ways you can look stuff up. As long as you know
even
one
if you're
thing.
like, I know it was something like $1,200. You can search between $1,100 and $1,300.
Right.
And it'll bring up those transactions.
Every transaction.
Yeah. So, and it puts it in date order, most recent on top. So, like, it's a huge time saver.
And if you can't even remember the name, the number, whatever, but you know, like, HLC, you can search. There's also edit search, and you just put in HLC, and any transaction that had the letters HLC in it comes up.
That's right.
So, like, it's a very nice feature to know about. And
on
the QuickBooks Online, the search feature is in that little box up to the right-hand side that has the magnifying glass, because it's a little sleuth detective.
Right. This is where you're going to be detectives.
And again, you can look up any type of thing you know about, what the transaction you're searching for, even part of the name. So it's very powerful features to know about and use, and it's such a big
especially
time
if you're a big company with a lot of data,
a lot of transactions.
Very, very helpful.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So I know we've talked about it in the past, but I just thought it was interesting. 2 people this week said about it. So it's like, people must be looking for stuff.
You changed my life because you're so fabulous as a pro advisor. You're so this and you're so that.
No, you showed me a button.
I showed you a button.
But it was life changing.
Hey, that's right. You never know what little thing you can do that can elevate and edify somebody. So, like, that's why we share.
That's it.
And thank you for letting us know that it was helpful to you, because then we can share it with even more people.
That's right.
So
that's right. All right. Well, that's all we had for today. So have a wonderful day. Enjoy the sunny weather. It is so nice out here.
Yep. And I can't say enough. Every day I know people make fun of me because I'm like, get your vitamin D. But, like, that's one of the only ways to get it. Soak up the sunshine, people. You take in the sunshine so you can be the sunshine. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful day. HLCbookkeeping.com, 724-561-7460, or office at your HLC, and we'll be glad to help you out.
That's right.
Okay.
All right. Have a good one.